Right, Noxicans, I want to tell you a story how we wasted tens of millions of rands, unfortunately, on really cool software, things which we thought were really great. Over the years, what we did is we went out and built what I would call sledgehammers. Okay, this is just a hammer, but sledgehammers basically like we sat in a boardroom, we thought, man, you know what people need? They need a big bloody hammer. And by the way, the hammer can do so many things. It's such a useful tool. And let's go and find people who want to buy this thing. So we go and knock on a customer door and we say, cool man, we've got this freaking huge, really heavy, really powerful machine for you, piece of software, whatever, but a sledgehammer. And the guy goes, what's it for? And we're like, but you can do so many things with it. The guy says, okay, I've got a couple of flies buzzing around. It's hot. It's bothering me. Can I use it for that? And we're like, yeah, sure. Here, it costs you 5,000 rand. Like, dude, I don't need to spend that much money to kill flies. Could you maybe kill it for me? You take the sledgehammer and you kill the flies. And then that's actually what ended up happening. We built these amazing products that we ended up having to use to solve for the client because that was too expensive for them to buy the whole damn thing, and it was too difficult to use. So we ended up then, unfortunately, we'd already built the factory for all the sledgehammers, and this thing was producing sledgehammers very efficiently, and we had a sales force out there sending sledgehammers into the market, and obviously it failed. So a better way is to think Flyswat, which means start off with a very, very basic prototypes. Go to your customer and say, what is it you want? He says, geez, I've got 2 flies. And you say, okay, what if I made something that looked like this? Do you want one of these? You can hold it here and you can hit flies with it. And the guy goes, well, if that kills flies, sure, I'm happy. I think it's also going to cost 20 rand. Yeah, that's fine. I can pay 20 rand. Okay, cool. Now we start to understand the market. How many people want these things? Probably a lot. A lot of people with fly problems. Okay, but then we don't go build this. No. We first come up with this. We go back to the guy and say, is this what you meant? See, dead fly. We can more or less solve the problem with this damn thing. And this took us, like 1 day. So you can get it back, and the guy goes, you know what, I want it a bit longer, it was a bit flimsy, can you make something a bit better? Well, okay, all right. But we come back, we say, like, you still want this damn thing, and then maybe we do an intermediate one. I find here a straw and a thing, and hey, man, that thing, okay, has problems, but I can work on it, and I can keep improving it. It's not a huge product. I haven't built a factory for it yet. I can go and make changes to this. Hey, check it out, it works better. And so we go. We can learn of simple things that look shit, that look rubbish, but are cheap to build and really, really quick to learn from. And they solve the problem. We can check whether they actually solve the problem as we're going along. And then hopefully, not long, we build this thing instead of this thing. This thing is what people actually wanted. Perfect. Probably cost 30 rand. Very cheap. Very easy, very effective. And it's very, very difficult, unfortunately, to come up with this first. To say, I know exactly what the customers want. I've sat in my boardroom. I haven't spoken to anybody. I haven't got any data. I come up with this. No, you're going to come up with this. And what's worse is you might go and build the factory to build this first. Instead, start with the stuff which is embarrassing, which you know is rubbish, but will demonstrate to the client what it is you want to do. It will show you whether you can solve the problem or not. Go to something intermediate, still better, but still a bit crap, until you get to something like a final product that people will actually buy and they will enjoy it. You know what they will do when they have this in their hands and it's killed 5 flies? They go to their neighbor and say, Inoxico has built a great bloody Flyswat. It's exactly what we need to solve this particular problem. Okay, then the marketing take care of itself and this thing flies off the shelves. That's called product market fit. So when we say think Flyswat, it means do not think about how this thing can solve millions of people's problems when you haven't spoken to them. And don't worry about how you're going to make it or how efficient you're going to make your production system for this. Do not start with that. Figure out first what it is, what will solve the client's problem in the simplest and most effective way. That is what will win. If you go out and you make this and somebody else makes this, it's very easy to know who's going to win that competition. Cool. Think Flyswat.